Alright guys, we got Alexander Gustafsson versus Jimi Manuwa. This is Gustafsson all the way in this fight. It should be an easy fight for him. He's just at a completely different level than this guy Manuwa. And here's why. Here's how I come up with that. We're seeing time and time again that skilled fighters with the most experience and who fought the toughest guys are the ones that win the fights in these type of fights. Jimi Manuwa has not been in there with the competition that Gustafsson has been in there with. Okay, I mean, it's a difference between, I mean, if you sent a professional baseball player to bat against the greatest high school pitcher, with a guy throwing, 85-mile-an-hour fastballs for the fastest as he can throw, 82 miles an hour, and he's been hitting 90-plus-mile-an-hour fastballs. I mean, the guy's going to just be batting 700, It's a joke. It's going to be like batting practice for him. And it kind of works that way in the UFC, too. I mean, they try and hype these fights up, You watch these videos of like Pat Cummings knocking people out, but it's totally different when you get in there with a skilled fighter. This is not just some clowns off the street. Getting punched by like Daniel Cormier is not like getting punched by somebody off the street. Think about like in baseball, a normal person throws a baseball. If you've ever seen a Major League Baseball player throw a baseball, the outfielders, they throw so hard, and they're just the cream of the crop, just natural, can throw a baseball. That ball doesn't have any arc at all. It just hovers like a missile above the ground, just a straight line. I mean, it's like that. It's just ridiculous. If you've ever seen a normal person skateboarding, a normal kid, and then you see a professional skateboarder, it's crazy, the skill level. It's the same in the UFC. This guy Manuwa is knocking out these guys at just a completely different level. I mean, and he will be a better fighter after the Gustafsson fight, after he loses. Now, yeah, he could win. Upsets do happen. And he definitely has the power, and that's why we're all tuning in to watch, and that's what the whole betting thing is. But it's really becoming pretty clear that the level of these top fighters, they are professionals. It's not like 10 years ago, guys off the street, who's toughest. These guys really are professional fighters, and it's the real deal. Gustafsson is probably the best 205er in the world, or number 2 to John Jones. He could probably beat John Jones. He probably will. He probably will beat John Jones in their next fight. So, if they fight again, I mean, that's hard to say, but just the level of this guy is way up there. I mean, do you think Manuwa could beat John Jones? No. Oh, no. Well, Gustafsson's right there. It's the same skill set. He's just really that good. So I'm going to put a bunch of money on Gustafsson to win this fight. I'm sure the odds are not that great, but if you put up a lot of money, you're going to make a bunch of money. I just made a bunch of money off the dong, knocking out Hathaway. So, which is just crazy, man. When I seen that, I went nuts, and I was like, cha-ching! So this is going to be the same thing, man. So I'm going to put a bunch of money on Gustafsson, and that's my pick for this, and I'll catch you guys later. Oh, okay, here you go. Rampage. He's knocking out all these amateur fighters, and he looks great in Bellator, but we all know what Rampage looked like in the UFC. It's kind of the same thing, man. It really is, and it's funny. Him losing against John Jones and these guys in the UFC, it's made him better. He goes to Bellator, and these guys, they're moving slower. Their footwork's not as good. Their striking's not as sharp. They don't hit as hard. And, and it's making it easy for him. It's like he's been swinging a heavy baseball bat, and now we just handed him one that's, 4 ounces lighter. It's just, it's easy. It's like running 10, it's like he's been running 10 miles And then 3 days later, they said, okay, you don't have to run 5. Well, it's easy. Piece of cake. And that's what Rampage is looking like, and good for him. But the thing is, those fights made him better. They really did, and that's how you get better. Fighting guys that are really good. And losing once in a while, I guess. So, alright, I'll catch you guys later.